Hey, welcome to another fly tying series with Old Guy Outdoors. Now here's a pattern that's not overly popular, but I use it quite a bit. It seems to, when I can't find something that's hatching or get them to bite on a midge or something, I use a mosquito pattern. And I mean, any types of bodies of water, especially if you're fishing like in ponds or something, these mosquitoes are usually a good source of food for fish. So let's tie a mosquito pattern. All right, today we're going to start with a size 16 dry fly hook and some 70 denier in black thread. We're going to start just behind the eye a little bit and move it about a quarter way down the hook. Now we're going to put in our wings, and our wings are just going to be grizzly hackle tips. So I'm going to take some of the shorter hackle that I can't use and make a little, take the tips off, and I'm going to clean a little bit of the hackle fibers off just so I can, just far enough to where I can tie onto the shank of the hook. There we go. And I'll do a loose wrap there. Maybe one more. I can get the fly to feather to work with me here. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to pull it to about the length that I want, like that. Yeah. Because I want my feathers to stand up just a tad longer than the hackle that I put on. So when I usually gauge my hackle, the gap of the hook size that I'm using. So the gap between the point of the hook and the shank. And we'll tie the other feather on the near side. That went on a little bit, it's a little bit longer than I wanted, so I'm just going to pull it through my loose wraps a little bit, get her just about where I want it. Yeah, that looks good. Then I'll do a couple securing wraps. Get the feathers out of the way, trim off the waist. Yeah. Now I'm going to grab the wings, and I'm going to try to pull them up as vertical as I can get them and do a few wraps around behind them to stand them up. Now, this is always a tough part for me because my hands don't have the dexterity that they used to have, but just be patient with it. If you're in my situation, just take your time. I mean, there we go. Just like that. Get a couple wraps behind there. And these babies should be standing up pretty good. There we go. See? Patience always prevails when tying flies. I never get in a hurry. Yeah, I'm not doing this for money per fly, so I do it because I enjoy it. Now I took some just hackle fibers, and I'm just going to put them on as a tail. I lost a few there, but that's all right. There we go. And I'm going to get back up behind those wings a little bit and see if I can stand them up just a little bit better. Well, I'll worry about that later. And we'll do some cover wraps. And yeah, I think I can get one more wrap in there. Let's see if I can get those to stand up. The higher they stand up, the more vertical they stand up off the hook shank, the easier it's going to be for you to complete the next step. So that's why I'm concerned about that right now. There we go. Yeah, that's going to make life a lot easier. Now I'm going to take a couple of moose hairs, one black or brown. If I can find a black one in there, that's fine. If I can't, dark brown's good, and a white one. And I'm going to bring my thread back to the base of the tail and tie in those two moose hairs. There we go. Try to tie them in as flat as you can because it's going to help you in this next process. If you get them in one on top of the other instead of side by side, they're not going to want to lay as nicely as these do here. So now we've got them side by side, and we're just going to wrap them and let them naturally make their own brown and white pattern or black and white pattern, whatever you've gotten as the. I've tied both of them in different occasions, and both catch fish. So I don't think the fish really notice a difference. I think a lot of the thing is with mosquito patterns, they got to be small, and I tie 16s and 18s, but I have tied them as small as 22. Don't too much anymore, just because I can't see very well with that size. But the small ones seem to do better than the bigger ones. Anyway, we finished our wrap, gotten ahead of the wings, and now we're going to secure the hairs. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to see if we can't stand those wings up again just a little bit. One quick loop. There we go. Perfect. All right. There we go. Now we're going to take a grizzly hackle, and we're going to tie that right behind the wing. There we go. Move our thread in front, back up behind the eye, and we're just going to make a couple passes behind the wings. Yep. And then a couple in front. There we go, just like that. And we're going to do some overwraps to secure it in place. Grab the hackle fiber. There we go. Trim off the waist. Perfect. Get our whip finish tool. There we go. Do a few whip finishes over it. I don't really use head cement on a lot of this stuff, so I try to make sure I do a few extra. Pull it nice and snug. Trim off the thread. And there you go. There's a good little mosquito pattern. I like it. That'll catch some fish. Yeah, there it goes. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We hope you like our fly tying series. We're going to keep it going until I can't think of any more flies to tie, which might be a while. So stick with me. Please like and share our videos. Hit that subscribe button, that bell notification. And until next time, remember, life's a gift. Get outdoors. See you now. Bye.